The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a...
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Gordon's throw taken in by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gordon. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
Come on, fellas.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
First down, Callahan going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Callahan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll look to throw again. And he finds Beasley, complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Off the play fake, Callahan. And he's got his big tight end here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking to throw, Callahan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. And this one's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Callahan. He finds his man. Complete. It's May. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gordon. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Carmichael. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. On 2nd down now, Carmichael. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Gordon. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown! A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Callahan. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Callahan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barrett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Let's go. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callahan. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Justin Madubuike busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Pass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, watch that.
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Gordon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Gordon. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Gordon. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down. Callahan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Callahan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw. Callahan. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slow.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Cincinnati.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Gordon over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Gordon. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Callahan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, Callahan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Gordon. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Carmichael. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Gordon. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, Carmichael. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. Touchdown, Bengals! From 4 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been pretty good, and we see some of his good play, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit better right now. They're down.
He does look good in the spotlight, though, doesn't he? He does look good in the highlights, but that's not what truly matters. And right now, as a team, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to get back into the lead. He has to continue to play well, has to keep rallying the offense. The defense has got to pick things up a little bit. And I don't think there's much animosity between the two sides. On the really good teams, both take accountability and try and figure out how they can do more to get their team on top.
Yeah, well, he's doing his part. He's been good. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And he slings one that's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Callahan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 2nd down, Carmichael. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
On 2nd down now, Carmichael. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Gordon.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab.
And the Bengals add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Callahan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To throw on 2nd down, Little. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Clifford. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Clifford. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Clifford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Clifford. He finds his man, complete. It's May. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we'll have about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Throwing on 1st down. Little. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10. Little. Now he's flushed out left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Little. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifford. Pryor has it complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down, Pryor. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Oh, fighting off the defender.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Clifford. He finds his man, complete. It's May. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Clifford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Little. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Looking to throw on second down. Clifford, open man is Quinn. He completes it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Clifford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. So there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.